Now, we've heard a lot of folks talk and hemmed and hawed about how the Affordable Care Act just doesn't work. All these people are losing their health care, blah, 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 blah. Well, HHS, or the Health and Human Services Secretary, reported that 3.3 million are enrolled in Obamacare. Now, some of those enrollments are through the marketplace, and others are they've gotten health care because of the Medicaid expansion, which allows them to get help. They now qualify for health care. But this is what's really important to note. So since February 1st, about 16 million folks have benefited from the Affordable Care Act. But the uninsured rate in America has fallen to an all-time low in the past 5 years. Right now, as of January 2014, the uninsured rate is 16%. Now, let me be very clear, because it's important to note, that in January 2013, the unemployment rate, the uninsured rate was 16.3%. And in the middle of last year, before the Affordable Care Act, the uninsured rate, was 18%. So because of the Affordable Care Act, we are seeing more and more Americans finally get a chance to go to the doctor. We're seeing a healthy growth in enrollment, as the Health and Human Services Secretary said in her conference call to reporters. And it's still unclear of how many folks are still left to enroll. The enrollment date is, the last date to enroll will be March 31st, and we'll see what happens after that enrollment period closes. But the truth of the matter here is, America, the good news here is that people are enrolling in healthcare. Now, there are a lot of folks out there who are saying, oh, nobody's going to enroll, but past evidence from Obamacare, or Massachusetts' own healthcare law, shows us that about 20% of people who signed up in August, didn't end up enrolling to the last final period. So the new federal data shows that young adults enrollment spiked 65% in January, compared to 53% increase among all other age groups. So as the law begins to roll out, and as we get close to the deadline, folks like myself, quote unquote the young invincibles, even though I'm not that invincible because I've been suffering from a sore throat this whole week, we will enroll later on in the enrollment period. When we get closer to the deadline, we will get involved, we'll get engaged, we'll get enrolled. But until then, we'll have to wait and see what happens with the Affordable Care Act.